All right, navigators, welcome to Wednesday night, our Bible study. We're going to be looking at the character of Joshua tonight, specifically Joshua's promotion. Joshua's promotion. We're going to look at it in these three main ways tonight. The first way we're going to look at Joshua's promotion is the encouragement of an elder. The encouragement of an elder. In Deuteronomy chapter 31, verses 7 and 8, it says, "And Moses called unto Joshua, and said unto him in the sight of all Israel, Be strong and of good courage, for thou must go with this people unto the land which the Lord hath sworn unto their fathers to give them, and thou shalt cause them to inherit it. And the Lord, He it is that doth go before thee. He will be with thee, He will not fail thee, neither forsake thee. Fear not, neither be dismayed." In chapter 34, and verse number 9, it says, "And Joshua the son of Nun was full of the spirit of wisdom, for Moses had laid his hands upon him, and the children of Israel hearkened unto him, and did as the Lord commanded Moses." So we have the encouragement of an elder. Moses is going off the scene. He brings Joshua up. He lays hands on him. Joshua inherits wisdom. He gets encouragement about leading the people, how God will go with him, and God will help him, and God will be there for him, and for him to carry on in the same position and capacity as Moses has done with the Lord. But back in Deuteronomy chapter 31, we're going to see our second part. We have the encouragement of an elder, Moses, and here we have the divine call. The divine call. In Deuteronomy 31, verse 14, and verse number 15. "And the Lord said unto Moses, Behold, thy days approach that thou must die. Call Joshua, and present yourselves in the tabernacle of the congregation, that I may give him," Joshua, "a charge." And Moses and Joshua went and presented themselves in the tabernacle of the congregation. And the Lord appeared in the tabernacle in a pillar of cloud, and the pillar of the cloud stood over the door of the tabernacle. So we have the divine call. The Lord speaks to Moses and says, "Get Joshua, bring him with you, and all Israel, and bring them to the tabernacle." And he says, "I will give him a charge." God has spoken, and God has said, "You're moving away, Moses. You're going to die off the scene. You get Joshua, and you bring him to me. You bring him to me at the door of the tabernacle. I'll meet with you there in Israel, and I will give him a charge." So we have the encouragement of an elder. We have the divine call. And we're going to go to our main text verse tonight, Joshua chapter 1, the book of Joshua chapter 1, and we're going to see the Lord's job description. So we have the encouragement of an elder, the divine call, and the Lord's job description. This is what he wants Joshua to do. In Joshua chapter 1, verse 1, "Now after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord, it came to pass that the Lord spake unto Joshua the son of Nun, Moses' minister, saying, Moses my servant is dead. Now therefore arise, go over this Jordan, thou and all this people, unto the land which I do give them, even to the children of Israel." Verses 1 and 2 is the first part of the job description, and that is get up and go. Arise and go. Cross the Jordan River, invade Canaan, get up and go. Verses 3 and 4 and 6 tell us about the land that they're going to go into. "Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that have I given unto you, as I said unto Moses. From the wilderness and this Lebanon, even unto the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, and unto the great sea, toward the going down of the sun, shall be your coast. Be strong and of good courage, for unto this people," this is verse 6, "for unto this people thou shalt divide for inheritance the land, which I swear unto their fathers to give them. So his job description is, take Israel, get up, arise, and go. Go into the land that I promised. Verses 3, 4, and 6 tell us about the land itself, their borders, and their boundaries that they will inherit. If you look at the broad description here, this goes from the Egyptian border and the Sinai Peninsula all the way up the Mediterranean coast into Lebanon, and the land of the Hittites sits in what now is modern-day Lebanon, Syria, and part of Turkey as well. And that extends across through the Jordan River Valley, all the way across the mountains into the desert, across northern Arabia to the borders of modern-day Iraq, to the great river Euphrates. From the Mediterranean to the Euphrates, and from the borders of Egypt and the Sinai Peninsula, way up into the land of modern-day Lebanon and Turkey. What an expanse and a gift, and all the land that the sole of their foot shall tread upon. So we have get up and go. We have the land. Verse number 5, we have the ability. How are they going to be able to do this? There shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. As I was with Moses, so will I be with thee. I will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. They're going to be able to follow the command of God. They're going to be able to obtain the land grant that God gives the nation of Israel, because God is going to be with them, and God is going to go with them, and God is going to be their strength, their power, and their ability. In verse number 7 and verse number 8, we have a command of the Lord to stay in the Word. Stay in the Word. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Throughout the law of Moses, there are commands and laws to follow to fulfill the wishes of God. But here is a reminder to stay in the Word, to stay constantly in the Word. Don't let it depart out of thy mouth. Meditate therein day and night. Observe to do according to all the rules, the laws, and the ordinances that God had given to the people of Israel, and to observe all things found in the law, for then they will be prosperous and have good success. And throughout the books of Moses and in the book of Deuteronomy, we have warnings about forsaking the law and turning away from God, and you will find that you will not have success and you will not be prosperous. So get up and go. The land itself, their ability and their power to do so. A command and a warning to stay in the Word. In verse number 9, we have, don't worry, I'm going to. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Lord thy God is with thee, whithersoever thou goest. The Lord tells Joshua, don't worry, I'm going to. This lesson tonight contains encouragement, call it strength and courage, the power and presence of the Lord. And with encouragement, strength, and courage, power, and the presence of God, what can a child of God not do? And what can a child of God not accomplish? What a great leader Moses was. And at the beginning and at the end of Joshua and the end of the book of Deuteronomy, it tells us that Moses was a man of God. He was a good leader, and he followed the Lord. What great shoes to live up to. What a great man to follow. Joshua following and taking Moses' place. Moses was God's man to deliver the people of Israel out of bondage and to lead them to the promised land, to build their culture, to create their identity as a peculiar people in the eyes of God, in the sight of the world. And Joshua, his goal, his charge, is to take this people, to take their belief, their God, and their culture, and get into the land that God promised their forefathers, Abraham, to fulfill the land and take the land and be in control. They need to go. The land is theirs. God gives them the strength and the ability. And they need to stay in the Word and follow the rules and the laws that God has laid down for them as a people. And wherever they go, God's going with them. And wherever you find yourself tonight, whether you're on your way to a place or you're trying to stay in a place and not be moved by the world and not be moved by the devil, or you're trying to go to a place and get rid of the world and get rid of the devil in a place in your life, the same encouragement was given to Joshua by Moses and the same encouragement given to Joshua by the Lord himself. I wish to share with you tonight. Be strong, be of good courage. The Lord is with thee. Wherever you go, He'll go with you. That's it.